This is Gerald Johan van Was. In this video I will demonstrate to you how quickly you can understand how the letter combinations of sign can be understood by just looking at the scheme, see where the letters are and understand why this letter combination has a specific meaning. And I will also add the word signal to show you how quickly you could understand actually what is there. Of course, we understand the words beforehand, but let's see how the letters are used as a reference point in time and space. So I have here this basic scheme where the a whole couple of letters, 9 couple of letters, are really all about very close by objective reference points in space. The next kind of references are all about references in time, so that we are just showing and finding references that are a little bit further away, are a little bit evolving, are a bit changing, and so we deal with that a little bit different, and so but we can still pinpoint them at the right position in time. Last couple of positions are really the general focus. It's we are not immediately directly involved in that. It is more about general facts, general rules, the environmental conditions, these kind of things that are shown with the letters, the last couple of letters. Where shall we find the, or where shall we find the letters of the word that I was talking about? How can we see them in this perspective? It would be a bit more easy to see this as a three-dimensional world with the plane where we are having all our references. So this blue part is where we are, the green part is where we will be at a certain point, and the rest is that's the world, let's say. That's the whole context of the world. So where are the letters? All the letters are actually within one very large environment, and all the reference points are here in this space where we try to have an order, how we give an order to everything that we see and understand in the world. So basically 3 references, 3 reference frames, and the last one is the general context. It's where we have to adapt to, because they are not our basic rules what we immediately are using. It's more the general usage, as I said before. So where are the letters of our example of sign? None of them are immediately in our own objective of what we choose, what we pick out. No, the sign is only something that we receive very far away into a larger context, and we try to interpret it. All the letters that we have here are then outside our own scope. Most of them are about the framework where we have to try, to find an order in it. So it's basically which kind of references are there. It's in the big frame, so it is also in the very large scope. Let's say in the sky, let's say the sky very far away, there is the S. You can't go much farther than that. The E is what we can still use the whole time, now, in the future, or any time are the E references. The G is the reference that is outside our scope. There are three kinds of references far away, so the last one, the G, is what is really beyond our scope, let's say. That's all what is beyond what we can immediately grab. So it's beyond the sky, so it's beyond our own references. It's somewhere else. I will show you the range of these letters, S, G, and I, which make it a little bit more easy, because these last couple of letters in the last frame are a bit more complex, because they all have a framework and they have a context as well. They have this context of space and time. It makes it a bit more complex to show them how you have to see them as a reference point. So I will show them, and it will be more clear if we're in the future as well. So the S is then the whole range at the border of where the S can be. The S reference is there, and it's evolving in time also. It's evolving in space. It's beyond that. It's in that range of scope. The E is a reference point that you can say, okay, it is very far away, but we can use it again in a general scope, and we can use it anytime. So that's why I have this vertical and the horizontal as well as a frame, and there's a whole range of where you can use it. We find a moment, we find a place where we can use it and reuse it. That's the E. G is then beyond that scope. It's everything which is further away, so we can't see where it exactly is, but it is somewhere away. It is, you have an idea where it is, and you have that influence where it is. It's, let's say it's in the heavens, that you can say. That's where the G is. It's in the heavens. The N is the only one which is in a different frame. It's in the second frame of the time frame. Where is it? It is at the time frame where you say, okay, I can use it here at this point. I can use it at some point. So if you put them all together, where you have this frame, this sign can be anywhere in the sky where you can use it and reuse it. That's the sign actually. So it's a meaningful, very far away, that can be followed up, and that can be followed up that maybe I can use it at some point in time. That's the N at the end. The letters are written as S, I, G, and N, but are actually pronounced as S, A, G. And to start with, and the double A is then the oral way how to associate it. The oral ways are actually the way how I use it in this reference frame, how I use it. The A plus A is actually a follow-up of my own objective. I try to find an objective, I try to find the logic, and the G, you can find that in my book, the G combined with A's is the follow-up of a logic. So I try to follow a logic, I try to find a logic, the most logical way how to connect elements, and I try to be objective in it. That's my goal, that's my background goal into this reference frame of S, I, G, and N that you can see here in this scheme. So we try to follow the most common logic. If we would add 2 extra letters, so that sign will become signal. The signal in this time is really also pronounced as it is written, so it is really that point in that reference frame that you can see. It's not just about following it or trying to follow a logic there, or trying to find a logic there. No, it's that point, that reference point itself, because you're not pronouncing it differently. It's not that frame, it's not only that frame, it is exactly that what it is, that point somewhere in space that you can follow and try to follow. But the plus A and L. A and L, A is that again this objective, this centering objective. I try to center, I try to focus, I try to make a center point where I can make an objective logic from it. The L is, you can look it up in the scheme, is the what is making a form, what is bringing a shape. So I'm shaping my logic there. If you combine A with L, you have the A in the center, the L is coming out. If you have that in that centering position, you have actually the L can be seen as the framework around it. It's that what is taking form, what is taking shape from A. It's still like the A, but it's also like the L. It is having a form around the A. That's how you have to interpret it. A plus L becomes L. So this L is this surrounding form. So the form is getting, there's getting more form around the A. So that's how you can associate it. If I put that there at that reference frame of the sign, I can see already that the signal is showing its form. The form is getting towards me. The signal that it is taking a shape, that it's having a form, that it is even shining at me is very clear with this signal association of sign plus A and L. Is this helpful to see how we have to interpret the letter combinations and see also where it is in the scheme, and also then understand where the position of this word is in our world of experiences? I hope it did. Anyhow, this was another contribution of a video. You can always subscribe for more demonstrations. Thanks again for watching. In this case, of course, I didn't give you much information about each letter position, what it is, but you can find that in the book as well. I had an example of the scheme that was seen in the background of what of our references, of what we see in the world, and how we combine letters as positions in time and space. And that's what was my video about explaining how that works for this specific word or two words. Thanks again for watching. Bye bye.